What's up, guys? I'm SaltEMike, and this is your Star Citizen Week in Review for April 13th, 2020. We still don't have 3.9 yet, and it's really frustrating, but we do have a little bit of a discussion as to why we do not have 3.9 when we get to the Star Citizen Live section of the video and the video updates section. So hang out and hang tight for that. So given we don't have any patch notes to discuss, we're going to talk about the Squadron 42 monthly report. And we did get a PU monthly report last week, and a lot of the work is combined between these roadmaps. So I'm going to touch on 3 updates from the Squadron 42 roadmap that stuck out for me that are related to things that we might see in Star Citizen. So starting out with Ship AI, they are still working on 3D collision avoidance, which we talked about for the PU section. But it's, again, just touching on why it's important. It's very important to have these dynamic fights with NPCs, so it should allow them to disengage from fights and run away and act more how you would expect them to act. Also, prelim work went on capital ship behaviors, and I assume that this had something to do with the Idris mission, which we obviously no longer have. But capital ship maneuvers and behaviors are important for Squadron 42. So any work that Idris mission may have been working on did at least directly affect Squadron. Now, character art. They're still working on hair, and it is very difficult, they mentioned, but more importantly, or I guess for me, the thing that stuck out, is the Vandal Akuri, I think that's how to say it, which are clans, and they're working on their themes. These clans all have completely different cultures, laws, visuals, and they're finalizing these. Maybe this means that we might see some Vandal in the PU. I don't think so, given we're only in Stanton, but I think more than likely they're saving the Vandal reveal for when Squadron 42 comes out. UI legibility is something that is a very important topic. So they're trying to get the more transparent UIs to be more legible with adjusting brightness and some color blending things. So very quick little update on that, but they're working on it, so that's really good. Now moving on to roadmap updates. Roadmap Roundup was a little short this week, but we did lose something, which is very disappointing. It's the restricted area rework. It was moved from 3.9 to 4.0. They said they needed a little bit more love and moved it to 4.0. Work has gone into this restricted area stuff since all the way back since 3.5 when they first kind of came in, I think. And I don't know what the issue has been to get this work, but it has been pushed back quite a bit. And this one's really disappointing because this is a feature, or an issue, I should say, not really a feature, that a lot of people are dealing with now, where the restricted areas are just kind of blowing you up and not really working properly. So it's pretty frustrating to see that one move. Now, some things that are moving into polishing are performance optimizations, whatever that means, prison uniform, and Microtech collection. The Microtech collection is the clothes for Microtech. Now, for video updates, we did not have an ISC this week. I think this is week 2 that they're off, so I think we won't have one next week, but we should have one the following week. And then Star Citizen Live. So they started out with a 3.9 update.
I know everybody is anxious about 3.9 and where 3.9 is. The only thing I can tell you about 3.9 is that obviously our folks are working as diligently as ever on it, and we definitely want it in your hands just as much as you guys do. Yeah. So I have no other update other than that.
I mean, this literally said nothing other than, yeah, guys, we're working on it. But Sunday, Xylo came around during Answer the Call, and we were sort of on this subject, and he explained that the main reason it's late is because they're working on a Dsync issue, and they seem to think that they may be really close to fixing that. So a lot of positive vibes from Xylo there. Really nice to hear what's actually the holdup from somebody at CIG, because I've been trying to follow, and I was not directly informed from any CIG channels that this is what was going on. So it was really great to see Xylo stop by and mention that. There'll be a link in the description for Answer the Call, so you guys can go check that out. At the top of the description and Answer the Call is the timestamp for when Xylo starts kind of chatting in chat. PO messages. Are they still happening? What was going on with that? The decrypted messages when we were at Port Olisar. We don't hear them anymore. What happened to them? Are they still happening?
They're still kind of cryptic for a reason. I'll say that. And hopefully we'll have more for that soon.
All right, so the thing that those messages are leading up to hasn't happened. Nobody's missed it yet.
No.
So we didn't miss anything, and that's good to hear. Still think we're all under the assumption that it has something to do with Port Olisar changing over from the current way it looks to whatever it'll look like when Crusader kind of comes to life. Now, there is something that I thought was really interesting towards the end of the show, and it was discussing how was ArcCorp built so quickly. But then, instead of really touching on that, they touch on that ArcCorp might look a little differently in the future. We hope.
One of the things that's coming up with one of the future planet techs is hopefully, like it's still in discussion, is the city texture isn't going to cover the entirety of the planet. There is going to be areas that don't have the mega city. It's mostly covered, but it's not going to be as uniform as it is right now.
And we also, we shifted the date, right? Did we publish that?
Yeah, that's the 85 years.
Now, I really hope this is happening. I think this would make ArcCorp look really, really cool. Some green area. There's an ocean, I believe, on ArcCorp as well. So just to break things up and check that out, it would be nice to kind of fly around and explore, on top of the fact that hopefully one day we'll be able to go into some of those buildings that have rooftops and all that, right? So now moving on to other updates, we had a sneak peek of the Lightning pistol, which looks really, really cool. We also have new subscriber rewards updates. So subscriber armor. Forces of Nature is the Centurion level. That's the $10 subscription. This comes with your subscription. Silent Strike is the Imperator one. So that's the $20 subscription. That comes with both Forces of Nature, the first one, and this one, Silent Strike. And then Double Trouble is an exclusive subscriber store package for these helmets, and they can be purchased there. So either one of the levels of subscription can purchase those, and they will all be working in 3.9. So if you purchase them, you can use them in 3.9. Also, the subscribership is the Avenger Stalker. And finally, if you do and plan on using any buyback tokens, your Q2 buyback token is available. So make sure you guys use that. And that'll do it for this week in review. I am really hoping next week we talk about 3.9. Xylo's comments were very positive, and I feel like we just may. So looking forward to next week's Week in Review, where we can finally discuss 3.9 and all the features that are coming in. I can't wait. I'm just itching just to get out there and be a creator, and I really want to be, and I really wanted to start with 3.9, so I'm looking forward to it. Guys, have a wonderful one. Stay safe. Subscribe. Comment. Like. I can't even think right now. Just do all those things, and I will catch you guys next week. Have a good one, everyone.